Hello and welcome. If you could live in any video game universe, what would it be? Replace that game with a movie, then replace that movie with a TV show. And then, what would it be?
Dun,
Today in
dun, dun,
Noted,
dun, 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 dun,
today in Noted, we're going to be talking about the different movies, TV shows, and games we wish we could go into the universe and
Hey.
just talk about, kind of our not directly our favorite movies and TV shows and
Yeah,
games
no,
because there's
no,
some
no.
there's some movies and TV shows and video games that I love, specifically TV shows. That's like I love those. Like
Dude,
there's some
same.
anime I
Same,
love,
same.
but I don't want to live in. Like I love Code Geass, but holy no, I don't want to die when I'm like 20 or
Bro,
18
yeah,
actually.
honestly, like when you asked me like before we started this, you were like, "Oh, let's go over this. Like which one would you pick?" I like my brain was like, "Ah, no, I could just wing that on the spot." But then when you asked me, I was like, there's so many answers here. Oh
Oh,
god. Oh
oh yeah, no.
no.
I feel like I'm retroactively always gonna come up with new decisions.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like the
it's you have to
only one,
almost.
oh yeah, the only one I felt like was an easy instant include was my game of choice, which was Knights of the Old Republic. It's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which I'm cheating a little bit here because I'm choosing my favorite TV show and movie universe. My favorite,
Nah,
just
it's all
this is
three in
my
one.
favorite. Yeah, no, it's my favorite like fictional universe in general, Star
Yeah.
Wars. And my favorite section of that fictional universe is Knights of the Old Republic. So if you're unaware what KOTOR is, which if you are, educate yourself, um, young cultured swine.
Fucking
It takes
gave him the pimp hand, buddy.
yeah,
Fucking
dude.
educate yourself.
It takes place in like thousands of years before any of the original movies do,
Yeah.
or the prequels too. It takes place thousands of
Yeah,
years
it's
before
like
that, and
before the before of everything.
yeah, the before the boom boom. It takes place thousands of years before the first few movies, and the point in time is they just had the big Mandalorian Wars. So the Mandalorians, a warrior race in Star Wars, tried to take over the whole galaxy. And were defeated by a lot of Jedi that left the Jedi Order to help fight with the Republic because the Republic was losing, the Jedi were not joining in the battle, and a Jedi named Revan and Malak went and joined the fight with the Republic be against the Jedi Council's wishes. And a lot of Jedi joined them. Then Revan and Malak and a group of Jedi and Republic soldiers that they worked with, after defeating the Mandalorians, disappeared, and they came back with the Sith Armada
As one does.
and started attacking the universe. And this is KOTOR takes place in the Jedi Civil War, which is like, in my opinion, just like the perfect time as a Star Wars fan. It's like you have this is before the rule of two was introduced in Star Wars, and the rule two, if you're unaware, is there can only be two Sith.
Daniel,
So
you're just like,
there,
let me go on a Star Wars rant really quick.
dude. Well, to truly understand why I want to be in this
No, I
area of
get you. I
Star
get you.
Wars,
I get you.
so no, like in the movies, there's only ever 2 to 3 Sith at a time, and it's always the Sith Master, the Sith Apprentice, and then the secret Sith Apprentice that the Sith Apprentice has,
Yeah.
so then he can overthrow the Master. Um, and it's there's only like 2 or 3, and there's only ever two true Sith, and then like some Dark Jedi that one of them is training on the side, and that's because of the rule two, where the Sith only have there can only be two, there can only be a Master and an Apprentice, so then they're no longer cannibalizing themselves all the time because the Sith are all about, okay,
More
I will
power.
learn, yes, I will learn what I can, and then I'm going to defeat you in combat. It doesn't matter if you're
To
my master or
gain
not.
more power.
Yep, the moment I think I'm better and stronger than you, I'm going to prove it by killing you. And if I
Yeah.
die, then I wasn't worth being a Sith at all. And the
Ultimate
thing is,
power.
they exactly. The Sith grand plan, which is the rule two, was made because the Sith before were a big organization like the Jedi were, but because unlike the Jedi where the Jedi work together, the Sith are constantly killing each other and backstabbing each other. They cannibalize themselves. Well, KOTOR takes place during the prime of that, when the Sith were like huge. So
Yeah.
there's like as many Jedi as there you could think of. There's that many Sith. So it's like
It's like
the
finally
prime.
even teams.
Yeah, the the prime time to be in Star Wars with so many Jedi and Sith and Force
With
users
so
running around
much murder.
everywhere, and just bounty hunters galore, and it's so cool. It's so much fun,
So many
and
activities.
so many things. And it's so easy to be an evil person and a good person, and that's why I would choose KOTOR. What's your game?
Bro, mine is, and this is going to be kind of a weird one. It's just kind of a weird one. It would be Detroit Become Human. Okay? Have you
Okay.
I think I've told you a little bit about this
Yeah.
game, but if
I
you
know a
don't,
little bit
yeah,
about it.
if you don't know about this game, there's a place called CyberLife that makes AIs, like robots that look identical to humans and can talk to humans and everything like that. And then it's pretty much like an uprising of them, and or like it's like kind of like a make your own story game, but the overarching premise of it is that it's like kind of like the movie, what's it called? Will Smith,
iRobots.
Sunny. Thank you. It's essentially like iRobot, except it's like a detective murder mystery kind of thing. And dude, it would just be insane. I think that's the reason why I would pick it, is because it would just be such a monumental speculation to watch. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just like
So
seeing consciousness happen through robots would blow my mind. And I feel like that'd be nuts.
would you? So we preface this as like you would just wake up in the universe. You
Yeah.
didn't really have control
Yeah.
exactly. You would be in the universe. So for example, like if it takes place in a specific area, you'd be in that area.
Yeah.
But you would just be in it. You can don't really get to choose. Would you, if you could, would you want to be one of the androids?
No, because I'm a human, so I wouldn't be able to be a machine. If I
I
woke up
mean,
as me, as Eric, I would be a human.
okay. I can see why that would be fun though. Watching the little clip of the game that you showed me one time,
Dude,
watching a couple of those videos, it's pretty nutsy.
it's a crazy game, but it's also it's beautiful, dude. I highly recommend this game as well. It's awesome. It's so good. It's so good.
So I will start us off for the shows. So we both chose two shows, and we kind of overlapped on some of ours. So
That we did.
we'll be sharing some because we have a lot of similar interests when it comes to shows, and it's hard not to choose ones that we wanted. So we both chose two separate shows, but we'll chime in. So to
Yeah.
start off, Community,
So
is a
good.
sitcom written by well, why am I blanking on his name? The guy who he wrote Rick and Morty as well.
Dan Hardman?
Dan Harmon, yeah, Dan Harmon. So it takes place at a community college called Greendale, and it is this community college is the craziest fucking college ever. They do the most nutso things, from an ass crack bandit who shoves quarters in people's ass cracks that are hanging out, as he should. Pull up your pants, god damn it.
Facts.
And then to uh like three different paintball games on campus
So some
to
of the best episodes right
oh
there.
yeah, like oh yeah, and there's
So
so
good.
much shenanigans that it's not like just the main characters get into the shenanigans. It's like the whole campus is involved in the shenanigans. Like they have a pillow, they have a so they make
They
a
have a
blanket
fort
fort.
war. A
They
fort
they
war.
do two different forts. They
Yeah.
have the forts that they a blanket fort that they make together. That everyone like they have like different communities and different sectors in the in the blanket fort. And then there's a separate time that they make a blanket fort, but Abed wants to do a pillow fort, and Troy wants to do a blanket fort. So they have a fort war that, like before, encompasses the whole campus and everyone's involved in.
Yeah.
And so, like, I just want to be a student at Greendale.
Yeah,
I think that would be
just to
so
that's a
much
good
fun.
one. Dude, that's a good one. Cuz then you would always be thrown into like the chaos that the whole
Oh,
school does. Like
oh.
imagine assemblies, dude. We just talked about assemblies like 5 minutes ago. Imagine community assemblies, dude.
Dude, that would be so much fun.
Beauty.
The Mau Mau Beans episode. where they literally start rating each other and they make like a hierarchy based off what your
Oh,
rating
like
is,
the
and they
like
do
the
like a talent show
yeah, like the
to
Black
rate.
Mirror episode.
Yup.
Yup.
That would be so. It's cool because they did it before Black Mirror.
No, facts.
Um,
Facts.
and it would be so cool to be like involved in that, and like because there's just that's what makes this show so good. It's not like it's oftentimes our main characters and sitcoms are like the only ones who are doing like extravagant, outlandish shit.
Yeah.
No, this whole campus is outlandish as fuck. Just
Facts.
our main four character, our main cast of group is like the most outlandish of the outlandish. It's just it's you would never get bored at the
No, you
community
don't. You
Greendale
don't.
College.
No, you wouldn't. It would be perfect, dude. And you could become like a main main character so easily.
Or I'd become a Todd. Who
Yeah,
knows? It's
yeah.
so worth it.
Yeah. Ah, dude.
Todd is someone that they think is evil and they curse him out all the time.
Yep. Okay,
So your first choice.
so we also came to like the I think this was the first one that we were both like, yeah, we both want this one was Avatar. Avatar, The
Yeah.
Last Airbender. Dude, I think that this would be the coolest one and the scariest one, depending on if you had bending or not.
Well, yeah, because
If you
we're
didn't have bending, you're practically in a world war, right?
yeah,
Because the Fire Lord's
but
taken over
but
everything.
everyone has like grade A highest level weaponry you can get, and you just have like a bayonet.
Yeah. And then if you're not being overthrown by the Fire Lord, you're in Ba Sing Se, which then you're either in the outer rings living in poverty or the inner rings being brainwashed. So
Or
like,
you
and
could
then
be
you have
living
the
in the
north.
Northern
I
Water
was gonna
Tribe.
say the northern or the southern water tribe, but then they're just like they don't move, they don't do anything, they're in
Yeah.
isolation. So like they don't really have anything to do. So if you're a bender, you have a chance to get out of whatever situation you're in. But if you're not a bender, that's an interesting story right there. Either way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and on top of it, you could also be born into the Fire Nation, where you are
Yeah.
literally conquering the world, and
Yeah,
you're
or
in a
you could be
warrior
born
culture, like a
royalty.
warrior culture.
Like
Oh,
yeah, like royalty, dude. That would be scary.
a
Like
god amongst men.
imagine being an earth bender or like an earth general, right? And like having to like okay, so you know the part where Aang destroys the drill in the wall?
Yeah.
Imagine being that general. Like, ah,
You're
no, we'll fix it and everything like that, and then you just get like absolutely like joked on
like
by a
you're like
12-year-old, and then
okay.
yeah, you just get shown what's up,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
Oh yeah, it would
If
be so much fun,
if you
and it would
could
be
be,
scary, and it would be so cool. You would get bending, non-bending. Even if you're
yeah,
a non-bender, you would have so much to do.
yeah,
I mean, you're living in a war, so like you might die,
yep,
but I mean,
yeah,
also I feel like it's out of all of the universes where I might die, this is one I'm willing to risk it in.
dude. Honestly, same. If you could be born into any element of your choice, what would it be?
Well, we have to keep in mind too, though, because we choose Avatar: Last Airbender. We are in the last year of the 100-Year War,
Yes.
so if we were born in fire, we would be part of the Fire Nation. And normally I would say fire, but I'm considering that probably Earth, because Earth is always like a second close one to me, and I do really like Earthbending.
Yeah, same, 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 same. I can't choose my favorite, which is
Air.
Air, because they're all dead and Aang's the only last one. So shit. Um,
You could be Aang.
no, that's cheating. um, but I would want to be an Earthbender too. I always think about water just because depending on your mastery, you could be the most powerful thing in existence, which is Amon. Um,
God, dude. Amon. I love Amon, dude.
he will
He's
kill
the
and can kill
yeah.
anybody.
Quick little rant. This is about Avatar. I mean, Legend of Korra is when they show Amon, but dude, literally, Amon is the perfect example of oh shit, we just made a character we don't know how to kill.
Yeah, yeah.
We've made a monster
We
that
made
we
an
can't.
unbeatable bad guy. What do we do?
Yeah,
Ah,
we have to
we
we
blow him
have
up.
to write him out because
Yeah.
we don't know what to do with him because we've accidentally made him too OP.
Yeah, dude. And the fact that like him just being able to do a specific thing with a couple other things, of course, but like just bloodbending alone got him to where he was,
Oh yeah,
right?
well, the thing
That's
about bloodbending,
insane, dude.
it
Like
is
you have other elements introduced in Korra, which is like lava bending and metal
like
bending.
sub bending
Yeah,
types. Yeah.
they're like sub bendings, and like none of those even come close to blood bending.
Mm,
Blood
no, not at
bending
all.
is like that's bro. It's not fair, you
Well,
know?
and that's the thing. When we're introduced into bloodbending in season 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's handicap. It's
Yeah.
Achilles tendon. What makes it a balanced thing in the universe and why it's not just OP as fuck and everyone uses it is due to the fact it can only happen during the full moon. And
Yeah.
then when they wrote Korra, they're like, how about, hear me out, how about we give it to bloodbending? Oh, during full moons only?
All the time.
No. All the time. Okay, but like, so, but it's still like only a couple people at once.
Yeah.
No, he can bloodbend a whole room.
Yeah.
Okay, but he still has to move his arms, right? So people know he's doing it. No, he can do it with his mind.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
just by looking
okay,
at
okay.
somebody.
But that's just it, right? He can also close their chakras so they can't bend. What have you done?
You've
Like,
made an indestructible character with the thickest plot armor you've ever created in writing. That's what you did.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
And it was
and
beautiful. It was
on
so
top of it
amazing.
too, he's a great martial artist, hand to
Yeah.
hand
Yeah.
fighter,
Yeah.
and we're not even talking about the fact that he can chi block. He is like a master waterbender
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So like he never waterbends,
Yeah,
but
which is insane, dude.
he could also do that. He is
I feel
such an
like if he
OP character.
I feel like if
He's
he would have
so
pulled out all of his tricks like water bending and everything, I feel like he could have won against
oh
Korra
he
easily.
look,
Easily.
Korra won because of plot armor. She did not
Facts.
win because she deserved to win that fight. If we're
Mm-mm.
being legitimate, Korra should not have won that fight. The only way
She
Korra should
lost.
have won, the only way Korra could have won that fight is if they played that. If she went into the Avatar state, just like Aang did to his to Among's dad, and even then, they made the rules of the Avatar state different, I felt like, in Korra, because Korra was in a life or death situation and she didn't go into the Avatar state in season 1. So it didn't really
Well,
make
okay,
sense.
so I think the reason why they did do that was because she's not spiritual to begin with. So I think that's what prohibits her
And
from.
that's fair. That could be why Aang was able to go into it reflexively without meaning to so easily,
Yeah.
because he was very spiritually intact and tapped in. So I can agree with you.
Yeah.
And then in that case, she shouldn't have won because
No,
she
no.
can't use her trump card because she doesn't know how.
And her
So if she
trump
can't
card is
use,
the most OP thing in existence.
yeah, and without that ace up her sleeve, none of the tools she has are strong enough to be a monk. I would say
Anyway,
let's talk about the other two TV shows that we chose,
I think we
but
should
we don't
mention
really have
one.
time.
One, just a short
Okay,
mention.
we'll briefly mention
Yes.
the other one that we both kind of wanted to choose, and I chose for my second, and then we'll move on to the movies because we did spend a bit more time talking about Avatar.
Facts.
Um, so The Magicians is the other TV show I chose, and is the TV show that Eric also wanted to choose. So The Magicians, if you haven't watched, is a show that's pretty much a college version of Harry Potter in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of speaks for itself.
It really does.
Why I would,
That's
as
an
an
easy.
adult, want to be in that. I get to party a lot, use magic in America, party a lot, and take magic drugs.
If you're magically adept.
Oh yeah, if you're magically adept.
Which
Well, let's
in
be
this
honest.
case, which in this
We
case, Daniel, are
we might not
people
be.
who go to Harvard. Just saying.
I'm just saying, they also chose Penny, who was not someone who was
No,
going to Harvard.
but they chose him because he's a one in a million. He gets the pass. He's a traveler.
Okay, what about Trailer Park Trash? What's her name? The girl that Penny Fox season one. Can't remember her
Oh
name.
no, god damn it. Um, your your description was,
You know
god
who
damn
I'm
it.
talking about, though.
Katie.
Katie, yes.
She. That's not who she is.
Dude,
Her dad
she,
is loaded.
they never talk about her dad.
Yes, she does. When
When?
she's tattooing Penny, she talks about her dad being loaded.
Oh, I
So
don't
I'm
remember
assuming
that.
she got bought in, but I don't know. She's also in cahoots with redheaded chick or
Hmm.
whatever her name is.
Yeah, I can remember her name,
Melina?
but she's cool and terrifying.
Yeah, dude. I love that show. I think it would be cool if I got to be a magical person. It'd be amazing. Imagine going to Fillory.
Fillory, they have a whole system of gods. They have a full system of magic. Like there's
Yeah.
just so much to do. And to be honest, being rolled into this universe without any control where we're born into and what we'd be activated into, and without any knowledge of the magicians, there's a good chance that we might not actually even we might just live in normal.
Yeah, just
We
live a
might
life
just
like
act
this.
Yeah, we might just live a normal life. But if we're lucky and we're born in New
Yeah.
York.
If we get spontaneously attacked in the bathroom by a magical rapist, that's what
Hey.
happens to our first lady.
Yep, Julia.
Yep.
But yeah, I think Magicians would be a dope fucking show to be in. And so Eric, why don't you talk about your movie choice?
Okay. Okay. So my movie choice is a big ask. I feel like I don't think I would ever make it to the planet, honestly, because I think only important people go to the planet or people who are on active duty,
Yeah, in the
right?
military. You
Yeah.
could just enlist.
Yes, I could. But let's say I was an important person.
And you
uh,
didn't have to join that way.
I would want to go to Pandora, the blue people avatar planet.
I was about to make a Borderlands joke. Continue.
Ah, thank you for not doing it because I'm not. I like that game, but I'm not like a big fan of it. And I'm a huge
Hmm.
fan of this movie, and I would have been offended. um, dude, I love this movie. This is one of my like favorite movies I've ever watched, like in my life. I think.
It's an extremely pretty movie, and it's a cool concept. So I
I
can get why you want to be in it. Would you be pro blue people or pro military? Like, which side are you going to be on during that
bro,
fight?
pro blue people all the way,
You
all the
gonna
way.
tentacle touch? You gonna tentacle touch?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I would be a blue person. Like I don't know if I am that important, but I would definitely fight for them.
Yeah.
Like if I had the chance to be an avatar, dude, oh my gosh, that would be insane. Like
Well, and if you joined them on their fight, they would probably just let you
we don't
give you a
well,
body to be
no.
born into.
We don't know that because ours, like the ones that they made, like the humans made ours, they were genetically engineered, right? So like
Yeah.
even the one that Grace was going to be sent into was the one that the humans provided. Um, dude, it would be so insane to wake up one day and be on a different planet and be blue. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
imagine waking up in your avatar body. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, that would
That
be
would
dope.
be insane, dude.
Be like fucking humongous, be like a giraffe
you
walking
have
around.
you have three
Tarzan
fingers
giraffe blue man.
and you just know how to do everything. Imagine that. Like you don't have to learn anything. Like everything just becomes natural to you. Like you don't have to go through a process of becoming like Navi right? Like you are a part of,
I
dude,
I am.
insane.
That would be pretty dope. I can get why you would choose that one.
It would, dude, it would be so cool. It would be beautiful.
Oh, it would
And then
definitely be. You
and
would
then
definitely get to see some beautiful scenery.
and then to be colonized by humans and having to fight in a war of unfathomable proportions, dude. Oh. If you survive. Crazy.
Oh yeah, if you survive.
Yeah.
But
Yes, sir. What did you pick?
so I chose Shrek 2. So I love fairy tales. I love fantasy. I grew up on fantasy and fairy tales, and because I already chose KOTOR, I felt like it would be cheaty to choose a Star Wars movie. So I chose Shrek 2 because it is my favorite mix of fantasy. It's like all the fairy tales, and it's all fairy tales mixed in with this own Shrek universe. And who wouldn't want to be in Far, Far Away, which is just fairy tale
American
fucking
Idol.
Hollywood?
Yeah, American
Yeah,
Idol.
dude. It's amazing. I love it, dude. It's so great. Simon Cowell is canon in this universe as well, by the way.
Which is very odd to think about. It's so weird to think that he just casually strolls over there every couple months. Imagine.
hmm Dude, it's such a goofy universe, but also Shrek 2 specifically is when Fairy Godmother's alive, and so I could like work in the potion factory.
That would
I
be
could
insane, dude.
I could be one of her goons.
Nah,
I
dude,
could
you could be
I
mafia. You could be
bro,
mafia. Imagine.
I
You could
could
make
work
so
at
much
the
money
back.
off those potions.
Yeah. I could work at the villain's like tavern, or like the bar, not the villain's bar, but like the low life bar that Shrek goes
No, yeah,
to.
the villain's bar. Yeah, it's a villain's
Yeah.
bar. Dude, that would
Yeah,
be
and
dope.
and and that's where Puss in Boots hangs out. I could I could just be
You could
like a fairy tale character and just hang out in the universe. I could be one of the there's just so much in that world, and specifically in Far Far Away. I'd hope I would be born in the kingdom of Far Far Away,
yeah.
because then it's literally just Hollywood mixed with fairy tale characters, and it's amazing.
Dude, you could work at a Starbucks.
Yeah, because they
that's
have Starbucks
that's
there, don't they?
that's canon. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just
Dude,
think it would be such a goofy but fun world to live in.
okay, if you were to wake up as any uh fairy tale character, who would you wake up as?
Gingy.
Dude, imagine being the giant one though.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I love when Gingy rides the giant one's shoulder.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. No, I want to choose Gingy because Gingy has the most crackhead energy
Oh, 100%, dude.
ever. And so, okay, I know you haven't seen this, but I'm gonna send you a clip after this
Okay.
that we're gonna watch.
Okay.
But for viewers, there is Dimension 20 is made by it's on Dropout, but it's made by College Humor. It's a D&D show, and in the D&D show, they do a Crown of Candy campaign. In the Crown of Candy campaign, there is a rebel criminal like exile, like he lives in like a criminal rebel camp,
Yeah.
like a bandit, and he is a gingerbread man. But he's like Gingy if Gingy was also like a crack whore
Oh my
who
god.
loved to stab people. So he's like constantly threatening to stab people. He's like one time he pretended to be a kid, and then he was like, I thought I was kidding. And then he gets in close. He's like, put him up, put him up, put him up. I'm gonna stab you. If you don't think I will, oh, I'll kill you. I'll kill you like I killed my last ex-wife. Brennan Lee Mulligan, yeah, Brennan. He does play and voice this character, and it's the funniest shit in the world. And that's how I would be as Gingy. I'd
Yeah.
just be like a crazy ass little like gingerbread man running around, getting ready to stab people and like riding on someone's shoulder the whole
I
time.
I feel like that chalks up.
It's so good.
Dude, that's awesome.
Oh. What about you? What fairy tale character would you want to be?
Um okay, so I'm actually sticking with the example I gave. You know the weird workers that the fairy godmother has? Like
Yeah.
the ones in suits?
Yes, at the potion factory.
Yeah, I know this would be a weird one, but I would want to be one of them.
That's such a specific. Like
We never
that
see what they
that
look
is a
like.
that's
I want to
literally.
know.
I love that you chose like the most like extra role, like the out of all the characters that are
I
extras in
have a
that
nine
movie,
to
you
five.
chose the
A nine to
extra.
five in a
You
fairy tale
chose
world.
you chose the most normal character you could find.
Oh, dude, it'd be so funny.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I could be a Walter White though.
Well, thank you for watching the Node Podcast. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. And let us know what video game, what TV show, what movie you would want to be in the comments below. I'll be your muscle. I'll be your muscle. It's gingerbread and Daniel.
Yes,
I'll have
dude.
a sharpened
Yeah, yeah,
candy cane. I'll have
yeah,
a sharpened candy cane to stab people with.
yeah, dude. And then
If they don't give us our money.
I could give you potions that could like make you bigger, so you could like always be super like good on jobs, since it's like you wouldn't just be a cookie.
Well, I would be a fast cookie, but yeah.
But imagine if you could be a giant fast cookie.
Oh yeah.